to become acquainted with him, become a friend. In a short time, they got very close, and they converse familiarly together. Now it happened, and this can happen in real life, as you can well imagine, if you think of it as people, that the tortoise stayed a long time away from his wife, and wives don't like that, and they get suspicious, who grew impatient at his absence and complained of it to one of her neighbors, saying, "Something's going on there with my husband." Her friend replied that if her husband was on the riverside, he probably had made acquaintance with the monkey, who was probably hospitably entertaining him. Then after some days, the tortoise returned to his home and found this guy's got a bad wife. And most of the women in these stories are horrific, so it's not a little bit misogynist, I think. And found his wife in a bad state of health and apparently suffering very much, and could not conceal the uneasiness with the sight of her occasion. Expressed aloud his upset. He was interrupted by a friend who said to him, "Your wife is very ill, and you know what she needs to make her better? She needs the heart of a monkey." "Oh," the tortoise said, "this is not such an easy thing. For living as we do in the water, how can I get the heart of a monkey?" "Oh, I'll consult my friend about it." So this tortoise is actually very stupid. But it's also a way of telling you how to behave in the world. You can never trust even someone you meet. And by the way, neighbors are usually the people that cause most trouble for each other. So even a good neighbor is something you better be careful with, and you'd be wise not to enter into relations with people you don't know. That's what this is telling you, first of all, but much more. It also, I think, tells you, if you're a woman, how to survive a rape attempt. In other words, keep your eyes open and be clever and watch for your moment to escape. It tells you lots of things. And always keep your head about you is what the story also says. "I'll go ask my friend." And he went to the shore of the river, and the monkey asked in terms of great affection. They're friends. What had detained him so long? He doesn't know he's got a jealous wife at home that's angry about the situation. "The reluctance I feel to repeat my visits was owing to my being at a loss how to make you any suitable return for the kindness you have shown me." Be careful of flowery speeches. "But I beg of you to add," and this is flowery, you see, not like Arabic. "But I beg of you to add to the obligation under which you have laid me by coming and passing some days with me at my home. And as I live upon an island, and which moreover abounds in fruit, I'll take you upon my back and swim over there the water with you." The monkey accepted the invitation. He came down from the tree, got upon the back of the tortoise. He wasn't thinking. He was not really considering the situation at all. He just, the guy invites him to his house, fine. And as they were swimming along, you see, often, suppose you've been out on a date with someone, or someone somehow got you into his car, who you suddenly realize you shouldn't be in that person's car. And you want to get out of that car if you can while you've still got your head on your shoulders. And you see, often these people give signs of what they're going to do. Because this guy really wants to kill this monkey, or his wife does. And as he was swimming along, he began to reflect on the crime which he harbored in his breast, and the shame and remorse. He hung his head. And the monkey could see these signs. "Well, what's the matter? What's the occasion of the sudden fit of sadness which has come upon you?" he said. "It occurs to me," said the tortoise, "that my wife is very ill, and I shall not therefore have it in my power to do the honors of my house in the manner I could wish." "Oh," the monkey said, "this intimation of your friendly behavior has conveyed to me your kind intentions, and that will suffice the place of all unnecessary ostentation," and so on. The tortoise felt more at ease, continued his course, but suddenly stopped a second time. See, they give signs that they've got something on their mind. Upon which the monkey was at a loss to account for the hesitation, and began to suspect something more was intended by it than it was able to discover. So he said, "Watch out for signs." But suddenly repressing every thought that he injurious to the sincerity of his friend, he said to himself, "I cannot believe that his heart has changed, that his sentiments towards me have undergone an alteration, and that he intends to do me harm, however frequent the appearances may be in the world." It's the voice, and here's the moral. It's the voice of experience, nothing to do with the Koran, as you see, which directs the sensible man to look narrowly into the souls of those with whom he is connected by ties of affinity and friendship. This is your lesson. By attending closely to everything that passes without them, for a wink of the eye, an expression which falls from the tongue, the emotions of the body are all evidence of what is going on in the heart. And wise men have laid it down as a rule, this is the instruction, that when anyone doubts the sincerity of a friend, he should, by unremittingly observing every part of his conduct, guard against the possibility of being deceived by him. For if his suspicions are founded, like Bush should have watched out about that guy that they sent to Nigeria a little more carefully, and they wouldn't have all this trouble now, you see. Even if they thought he was a friendly representative, it turned out to be, a viper in disguise or whatever. For even if suspicions are found that he is repaid for the violence which they may have offered to his feelings, for the safety which they have procured him. And if they have been entertained without good grounds, he may at least congratulate himself on the measure of foresight which he possesses, which in no instance can be otherwise than serviceable to him. Very wordy, but you get the point. Watch everybody. Be careful. Be suspicious. Look for the signs of possible betrayals. This is also how to behave in court with powerful people. Anyway, having had these reflections, he said to the tortoise, "Look, why did you stop a second time and appear as if you were anxiously debating some question with yourself?" "I am upset," said the tortoise. "I am upset by the idea that you will find my house in disorder owing to the illness of my wife." "Oh," the monkey said, being generous again, "don't worry on that account. For your anxiety will be of no use, but rather look out for some medicine and food which may be of service to your wife, for a person possessing of riches cannot employ them in a better manner either than in works of charity, in time of want, or the service of women." Blah, 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 blah. Your observation, said the tortoise, is just really right. But the physician has told me, and here he blurts out what's on her mind, that nothing will cure my wife except the heart of a monkey. I got myself into a pickle here. The rapist is next to me in the car. He's locked the doors. How am I going to get out of this mess? I've got to use my head now. I've really got to watch for every possible chance of escape. Well, the monkey thinks to himself, he's got the message now. But he doesn't let on that he's got the message. Fool that I am, and here's another lesson from this story. Immoderate desires, which are not suited to someone of my age, now threaten me with destruction. I often have talked to myself like this now after reading the story. I see something that I shouldn't have done that I did do, and I said, "Oh, you're so old. Why are you bothering with this stupid thing? And look at the mess you're getting into." You know, immoderate desires, unsuited to my age, now threaten me with destruction, and I discover too late how true it is that the contented man passes his life in peace and security, while the covetous and ambitious live in trouble and difficulty.